Oh, come on! Urgh. And I had a feeling they'd try something annoying like that. Ugh. Yeah, see, the missile. Look how much damage. No, I don't have money for you. And it also does a curse. Let's get the heck out of here. And what was this curse? I don't remember. Oh, goodness. He's gone. Oh. I don't want to lose this unit. I can't heal it, though. You can't heal mechanical. Obviously, it's a machine. How are you going to heal that with magic? And next turn is going to take -3. But it'll also heal 4. So I think if he's standing, he might live. He might. But that's a nasty little curse that they can kind of throw at you. Let's retreat. This was a bad idea. And you see the Dwemer just do so much damage. It's ridiculous. These are just they throwers where, yeah, they have this kind of like crippling throw, Chitin knives. I mean, 21 missile damage. Oh. And it causes like a they're kind of weird looking things. They're, you know, I think they're interesting though. I wonder what they base them off of, or if it was just kind of an idea that someone came up with, because I haven't seen anything really that kind of resembles this idea in a fantasy game or a book or anything of that nature. The closest I can come up with is in Magic the Gathering, the Slithers. But those are a bit different. Let's see. And yeah, see, they got just because they're Dreamers, they look at all the like resistance they have, and they have better sight range than us. It's like they're biologically just better. And like I said, the only thing that they really aren't all that good at handling is spirit magic. So, yeah, that's a little taste of the Dreamer, and it's enough of a taste. I'm getting the heck out of here before all the Dreamer beasties just murder us. Well, since we're not going through the portal immediately, and since we lost our settler, this is so obnoxious. All I need to do is build a fortress here, and they're doing just enough push that I don't seem able to finish them off. Let's blast him with Snake Gate, and then finish him off with our mage.
Don't do that.
Well, hopefully it doesn't kill him. And I guarantee if I had made peace with him, the first thing through would have been a settler, and I would have settled like right where I want to build that Elven city. So, very annoying. And literally, it's like I just need 2 turns of no obnoxiousness coming through. And it costs me 50 G every time, which is kind of annoying, but... Okay, what were we building in Vindoland? I think I was focusing on gold, so Rogues Guild would probably be the way to go. I'm thinking, let's put the Rogues Guild kind of near Viper Hall. You know, because it's like, if Viper Hall is this city of, like, thieves or whatever, and it makes sense for the rogues to set up around there. Oh, yay. I'm annoyed that, seriously, I just need to get here. And then, like, I'll make peace with you jerks, you know? I don't, that's one obnoxious thing. I wish that you could kind of claim territory and say, look, I plant my flag, you crossing into it is a declaration of war. And that's one thing, like, I wish games were a little, like, well, 4X games in general were a little better at. Usually you have to build a city and let it grow out to claim territory. Like, for instance, you know, like, if we pull... No, not this. Yeah, if we pull up this map, you see this is all territory that we've claimed. But we had to build a city. I mean, that's not really how it would work. First, you'd have, like, frontier fortresses claiming territory. and then maybe a little town might grow around it or something. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of annoying sometimes that in order to claim that this is my land, you can't just have like, well, for instance, like when British Canada and the United States were arguing over who should control um, the Oregon, Washington, and British Columbia. There was actually fear that there might be a war between the two nations over the land. What they did was they came up with a compromise, and they said, well, okay, we'll give the northern portion to the British and the southern portion to the U.S. I don't know why they don't have like that option in these kind of games. Like some games it kind of sort of do, but not really. Like you can't negotiate for territorial tiles, but you might be able to say like you can gift cities to people and kind of sort of simulate that, but you know what I mean. It's kind of like it'd be kind of cool if I could tell the monsters, look, obviously I've taken over this land. Stop entering the portal without my permission. If you do enter the portal, then you can't settle here. I don't know it because like I guarantee like I'll make peace with them, but then they'll break the peace so they can walk their settler over to like settle in here or something. And it's like that's even though my cities haven't grown to take over that's still my land. I mean, come on. It's like wedged in between four of my cities, but nope, AI is dumb and it's gonna keep continuously doing this. I don't know. It's a frustration, but where were we? I'm gonna actually hold off on pushing forward with the Dwemer invasion until all until my mage has cleared out the situation over here. In fact, I'm tempted to actually send I can send the archers over there fairly quickly because they have that good spell. So let's do that. Let's see, get her as close as she can get. The other thing is they move through forest fast, so I'll cast Elven Speed, and then next turn she can clear the whole map. That's the main reason I prefer these over the regular rangers, because they can do the Elven Speed thing and just go nuts. They can really clear some land fast, so it's a handy thing. And yeah, with those two, I'll have them kind of hang out. And actually, thinking about it, it doesn't make sense to send missile units into the Dramer lands because they're not going to do any damage to them. It makes sense to send the soldiers because they're kind of a meat shield. They can hang out in the front lines and keep the melee Dramer guys from running up and smacking around our clerics and stuff. But it doesn't really make sense to send the missile ones there. So what I'm going to do with them is they're going to be the defense force and kind of the watchers on the walls, preventing these monsters from overwhelming us. And you're pretty beat up actually. Let's run you back here, where you can heal up on the living land. And it looks like Ice Lake is actually caught up in population to Deepwood, which is interesting. And you do, when you convert stuff, you do lose the foundries and things. So, in general, it's oh, it looked like that was under construction, but no, it's fine. It's fine. In general, when you convert a city, you kind of don't want to convert it if it has a resource that you like. But I have quite a bit of iron. I'm even going to have more once Deepwood grows a bit more. Speaking of growing cities, I've been really negligent of my blessings, so let's try to keep up with that. Let's get Blessing Life going, and then I'm also going to start blessing the cities all over on in Tyratar or whatever. So I need to keep it. And the main reason I wasn't doing that, right, was I wanted to wait until I felt like I was pretty secure in my new territory because I needed to like leave the spell slot open enough that I could actually cast what's the word? Oh, cast spells. You know, like healing and stuff in case I needed it. So, oh, now he's giving us this terrain is bad. Oh, and he just put it everywhere. Yeah, it gets worse and worse. Like eventually he'll terraform half the map. And that's why getting that 1,000 gold... Okay, see? So we got something pretty good out of it, actually. Really good. Armor of Power. Immune to Banes. Oh, that's nice. Especially because we're dealing with the Dramer. Yeah, so oftentimes if they're asking you for some gold or some mana, and you're like, well, it's not telling what that'll do, you'll get a good reward out of it. Yeah, it's an artifact. Very nice. And I'm going to put that on my rat hero because him being immune to Banes and all that, this is honestly like the perfect armor for dealing with the Dramer because it'll shut down the Banes that are, you know, a real problem. But it will also give us a little bit more missile and, I mean, everything about it's nice. That's a really solid one, so... Glad to see that. Now, I'm actually thinking about, though, I'm not entirely sure if it counts as armor or a magic item, so he might not be able to use it because I think armor... Oh, and disenchant? So, essentially, like, what if we never get a bow user, right? And we're like, well, I've held on this bow for a while, but there's another artifact that I want to pick up, and... You know, it doesn't really make much sense to keep holding on to this. You can disenchant and get, like, bonus mana. So, it's actually a way to turn magic item type of armor. Yeah, he can't use it. That's a shame, but... Oh, well, we'll definitely use this when we unlock another hero or two. So... But that's a solid find. So, I'm definitely glad we put up the gold for that. But yeah, like, if we never get, like, a ranged hero, and, you know, it's like turn 200, and I'm kind of settled on, I fill out my 4 heroes. Usually once you have a hero, you want to keep it. It's very rare that they'll come around, like, a better version of what you have, but, honestly, as you level heroes up, even the kind of early in the game heroes are monsters, you know, end game, so... It's almost worth keeping one around and really leveling up instead of let's say I get like another kind of roguish hero, but they get like, well, they have instead of usual hero, where is that? Instead of usual hero, they have like extraordinary hero, and it's like plus 200 to deathmatch and life magic resistance. It's usually better to keep the low level hero that you've leveled up the whole time. Because unlocking like all these type of things will make it just do like way more damage and stuff than you would if you just got like the newer upgrade version of the hero. So that's kind of my advice on that. So what is this terrain? It's called Raw Magic, and Raw Magic, you see, all it does is damage and less production. It's really bad. And unfortunately, like, clearing that out is going to be really expensive. So what I really want to think about doing at this time, and you know, it'd be different with the raw you'd think if it's raw magic, right? Wouldn't it have a bonus to magic? No, it has a deficit. So we need to start, once this is researched, I'm going to aim for something in the sorcery tree, actually, that will help us with the situation, but anyway. Yeah, it's because you're sending so many through, like, the numbers, that my mage, even though he can one-shot them, it's like, yeah, you can one-shot 1 or 2, but then you got, like, 5 to deal with, so... Anyway, we'll continue to clear them out, and hopefully I can sneak a settler over here and stop with the snake gate nonsense. So I'm tempted to just destroy Snake Gate, but I mean, it's doing a little bit of damage. And it's kind of distracting these guys, too. They're very, very upset that they lost their territory, so let's go to cities. Let's see here. And this lasts, yeah, it lasts like 10 turns, but once it's gone, it's gone. Well, let's start. So we have fertility on our capital. Let's go ahead and get this one going as well. And I want to try to get all these buffs going. It's a real shame that we got nailed with all this raw mana, because I mean, see, it's killing our farm food. It's like, it's bad news bears. So